Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Going to wait just a few minutes for more people to join in. But in the meantime, thank you all for joining. I'd love to know where everyone is viewing from. Hello, hello. Gonna wait just a little bit longer for more people to join. Awesome. Hi, Angel. Or is it Angela? Sorry. Hi, Stephanie from Houston. Awesome. Wow, these are all places I've never been to. I am in San Francisco. It is very cloudy today. It's supposed to start raining any second. So hopefully my lighting is okay. I have a ring light above me. But I'm going to get started here in just a second. It's going to give a little bit more time for people to join in, but I'm so excited to be here with you guys. Hi, Deja. Wow, all over the world. All right, I think I will get started. So, hi everyone. My name is Rachel. If you don't already know me, you can find me over on Instagram at Skincare Standard. I am a beauty content creator, and excuse me, I'm so excited to be here with you guys and Bobbi Brown today to take you through a holiday ready glow look that I'm super excited to share. So, if you don't already know me, my big thing is I love healthy, glowy skin. And I love very natural looking makeup that just doesn't cover my skin and just kind of, helps me get even more glowier skin. So I'm going to take you through some new products from Bobbi Brown and some old favorites to show you how I get that glow. Um, if you already follow me, you might have seen this look already. I just did a look with Bobbi Brown. I did a classic holiday look with very glowy skin and a golden eye and a red lip. So I'm actually going to recreate that today because I just love that look so much. I think it's such a classic look, especially for the holidays. It's great for Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's. So I think I'm just going to dive right into it. But as you can all see, there is a chat function here, so you can ask questions in real time. So you can ask me a question about any of the products or anything I'm doing, and me and the Bobbi Brown team will be able to respond to you. And there is also a promo code for this live. I believe the code is Rachel Live 15. It should be somewhere in the description box. And you can use that code if any of the products catch your eye and you want to add them to your makeup bag. You can save a little bit of money there. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the look. So first, I'm going to prep my skin. Now, I already did my skincare routine this morning, but I am going to go in with the Bobbi Brown Extra Repair Moisture Cream Intense. This is a new formula from Bobbi Brown. So this has more peptides and more hydration than the older formula. So it is just a really beautiful cream, just like a very lip texture. I don't know if you guys can really see that, but Just so beautiful. So even though I already did my skincare and this is essentially a moisturizer, I'm going to go in with just a little bit more. I think skin prep is so important. It's the most important thing when doing your makeup because you want your makeup, especially your foundation, your concealer, to just kind of stay put and look fresh all day and not dry out on your skin. So it's very important to kind of prep your skin with all the hydration you can. And this cream is just so nice, especially since the weather is getting colder and my skin is getting so much drier. I just need the extra hydration boost here. And it just gives such a healthy glow already. I mean, can you guys see how glowy my skin is already just from this moisturizer? So I am a big proponent of moisturizing your skin as much as you can before your makeup. And so now that I've got that down, I'm going to move on to the Bobbi Brown Extra Repair Eye Cream Intense. I have the driest under eyes, and my concealer just tends to look super dry throughout the day and even just like disappear if I do not prep my under eyes well enough. So I'm going to go in with this, and the texture is really interesting. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's essentially like a solid balm. And I just take my finger in here and get just a little bit on my finger and then just kind of dab it in. And it just feels super nourishing and almost cushiony on the under eye. And like it's going to just grip my makeup and make it stay all day long. Hi, everyone, still tuning in. All right, but now that I've got the extra line on my face, again, you can just see how glowy my skin already is. My skin just feels super hydrated, super nourished. These new formulas are just packed with more peptides, which are really great for your skin, as well as more hyaluronic acid. So they're going to hydrate your skin and reduce the appearance of fine lines, which is very important, of course, when you apply your foundation on top because you want your foundation to look very fresh and great, right? So now I'm going to go in with let's do the Intense Serum Foundation. So I believe this is brand new from Bobbi Brown. I love this foundation. If you've tried the Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation, it's like they took that, but they just made it even more weightless. So I have the shade Sand here, so I'm going to put about a couple pumps on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to take the full coverage face brush and just start applying this, and I'll tell you about this. But before I start telling you more about it, you can see that I have some pretty intense redness in my cheeks here. So I like to apply to my cheeks first and kind of do a side-by-side comparison, just so you can see how nice the coverage is. So I'm just going to take my brush into the product and just start applying it on this cheek. But this foundation is super, super nice. It basically just combines skincare and foundation in one, which is everything I want in a foundation, really. And it has ginseng, so it just makes your skin super glowy and very healthy looking. It's also got SPF 40, so it's got some sunscreen in there to protect you from sun damage. And it's also got vitamin E, so it's going to protect your skin from environmental pollution. But I just applied just a little bit on my cheek here, and you can see the difference from this cheek to this cheek. The redness here, it did a really good job at covering up my redness, but my skin just still looks like skin. It looks very natural. It doesn't really look like I'm wearing heavy foundation or foundation at all, really. And again, it's just so glowy. And the finish is just very natural, and it doesn't feel like anything on the skin. Like they really took the Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation and just made it even more weightless. So I'm going to go in on this cheek now, and you can just see how easy it's applying with the brush. I'm obsessed. I mean, the coverage is so beautiful. Go down my chin here. And there are so many shades for this foundation. So if you are unsure of what shade you are, Bobbi Brown does offer a virtual consultation on their website. You can do a virtual consultation with the Bobbi Brown expert and they can shade match you over the camera, which is amazing. That way you don't buy the wrong shade. And I mean, I can't get over my skin. It looks so good. And this foundation is, of course, just very hydrating. It has a moisture complex, which, especially for winter, is something that I really gravitate towards. I don't love heavy foundations, things that just feel very heavy on my skin, especially in the winter. Um, just want my skin to shine through and I want it to look very hydrated. And I'm going to bring it down to my neck just a bit. And that's pretty much it for the Intense Serum Foundation. Again, it did such a good job at covering up my redness here. It's not completely gone, which I don't mind. I like to use a little bit of blush on top, but it is buildable. You can just add a bit more wherever you want more coverage, and it's not going to feel heavy on the skin. It's not going to look dry or cakey at all. Just looks so natural, just looks just like skin. All right, so that was the Intense Serum Foundation. And again, if you're unsure about a shade, they do offer the consultation online. You can get shade matched online. And if you're interested, of course, we do have that promo code RACHEL'S15 for 15% off. I'd say if you want less shine, to use a powder. I use a lot of very hydrating skincare, and of course, the Extra line is super hydrating. But if there is too much shine that you're concerned about, I definitely recommend a powder. That's usually what I use when there is too much shine going on. Or if you have combination or oily skin, definitely like some oil blotting papers. So next I'm going to move on to my under eyes. So I already prepped my under eyes with the extra, forgot what it was called already, Extra Repair Eye Cream Intense. And now I'm going to go in with the corrector. So this is a holy grail Bobbi Brown product of mine. It is just, I mean, you can tell how messy it is because of how much I use it. But a corrector, if you don't already use one, is just going to help cancel out the discoloration in your dark circles. So if you have purplish blue dark circles, you want to technically go for a bisque shade. And if you have, I believe it's like greenish red or greenish orange, you want to go for a peach shade. Sorry, greenish brown. You could go for a peach shade. And Bobbi Brown has 16 shades of this corrector, which is amazing. So I just like to take my finger because it's a very creamy formula and just apply that with my finger just all over my under eye. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of concealer. But you can kind of tell the difference that it makes already, just a little bit there in my under eyes here. And then I want to show you the Instant Full Cover Concealer and do a side-by-side comparison again between my under eyes. This is such a lovely concealer. It is so creamy, but not creamy to the point where you feel like it's going to slip off of your face. It kind of sets itself, which is just so nice. So a little goes a long way with this too. I have the shade Ivory. I like to use a slightly lighter shade than my foundation just to also help brighten up the under eye area. So I'm going to take this just a little bit under my eye here. And then I have the full coverage touch-up brush, and I just like to go in with that and kind of just start applying that all around my under eye. I also like to get up here in like the weird corner. And then I like to further blend that in with my finger. Just pat it in. And you can tell the difference already. I do have very intense dark circles, and you can just tell that this looks so much brighter and lighter over here as opposed to this eye, which doesn't have any corrector or concealer. So I'm going to finish up this other eye. I don't know if I mentioned it already, but I have the shade Warm Bisque. So my under eyes definitely are very bluish purple, as you can tell. So I do go for a bisque shade to help cancel that out. And this formula is just so creamy and it feels very nourishing under the eyes, especially when you layer it on top of the extra repair eye cream. So just dab that in just a little bit and then go back in with the concealer. And then take this full coverage touch-up brush. I just like to use the brush because I think it kind of lets me better distribute the product and focus on the darkest parts of my under eye. And then I'll take the rest of my finger to blend in the rest. And that is it for my under eyes. So I'm almost done with my base, but I am going to go ahead and spot conceal with the Instant Full Cover Concealer. I do have a fun little breakout down here. So I'm actually going to take the concealer on the back of my hand because I don't want to just touch the doe foot applicator to the breakout I have down here. Just take the full coverage touch-up brush and start applying it. And I'll kind of just use my fingers to help blend it in more too. But it just does such a great job at concealing dark circles, helping to brighten, and also, concealing any redness, discoloration you have, including breakouts like this one. And then I have some random stuff up here going on that I'm going to conceal. And that is it for the base. So again, I just went in with the Instant Full Cover Concealer. This was the shade Ivory, just to help brighten up my look here. And I just love all of these products together. My skin just feels very nourished from that extra repair line. And it just feels like it's going to be hydrated all day. My makeup's going to look fresh all day. That Intense Serum Foundation is amazing. It feels like absolutely nothing on the skin. The coverage is just so beautiful. I mean, you guys saw how red my cheeks were in the beginning, and it just feels, very neutral, just looks very natural and beautiful. So next I like to move on to blush and highlighter first, and then I like to move to my eyes. So I'm going to go in with just a little bit of blush. I have the Shimmer Blush in Coral. And I don't normally gravitate towards shimmer blushes. Ugh, can't open it. Here we go. But this one is really beautiful on the skin. It's not too overly shimmery. It's not like drawing attention to your cheek in a very glittery way. So I'm going to take the blush brush and dab this in a little bit and apply it just to the apples of my cheeks here. And a little goes such a long way with this, but again, it's so beautiful. I'm going to try to get in a little closer here so you can see, it's not super shimmery. You can still kind of see how glowy my skin looks from all the skincare and the foundation. And I think this is just such a pretty shade. If you follow me, I really love corals and oranges and reds. I love really warm shades. So I just had to use this coral one for the look today. And these blushes are so pigmented, it's crazy. All right, and that is the Shimmer Blush in Coral. Again, I just think it is so pretty. I'm just going to tap it in a little bit more with my fingers. And then whatever's left on my brush, I like to apply it to my nose. I kind of like that sunburned effect or just sun-kissed effect where it looks like it's kissing your nose also. Ah. And now I'm going to go in with some highlighting powder. So I have the highlighting powder in Moon Glow, which I can't wait to show you. This is so gorgeous. I love a gold highlighter, and Bobbi Brown's highlighters are just so great. They're so pigmented. They just make your skin look so naturally glowy. So I'm going to take, I believe this is the powder brush, but I like to use it for highlighters too. Just take that, and I like to start at the tip of my nose. You can see how intense that highlight just was. I like to go up and down the bridge just a little bit, and then pretty much up along my cheekbone here where you can kind of see the natural glow. I'm going to just take the powder a bit there too, just to add even more glow, because why not? This is a holiday glow look after all. And there's no better feeling than when you're like at a holiday party and your friends and family compliment your skin and how glowy you look. That's what I go for. And then I do like to just take my finger and apply a little bit just to my lips here. But this was the highlighting powder in Moon Glow. Again, just a really pretty golden champagne kind of shade. And again, we do have that 15% off promo code RACHEL'S15 if any of these are piquing your interest and you want to save some money there. And now I will move on to my eyes. So I typically don't wear eyeshadow. I just prefer a very, very natural look, but I love eyeshadow. I just have very oily eyelids, so it's always been very difficult for me to find a combination and some eyeshadow of things that just aren't going to crease on my lids. And I found it with Bobbi Brown. So I'm going to prime my eyelids first with the Longwear Cream Shadow Stick. I have the shade Bone, which is one of the new matte shades that they released earlier this year. They released, I believe, 5 or 6 new ones. And these are really great on their own, or they're also great to just prime your lids with. So I'm going to take the shade Bone and just apply this to my lids and then blend this out with my finger. And like I said, this shade is just really nice on its own. If I wanted to go for just like a very barely there eyeshadow look, I would definitely just leave this here. But because I am doing a little holiday look, we're going to add some more shimmer on here. And again, these are just so great to prime your lids with. Whenever I do put some powder eyeshadow on top, my eyelids do not crease at all throughout the day, throughout the night. It looks flawless. So I am obsessed with these Longwear Cream Shadow Sticks. If you follow me on Instagram, I talk about them a lot. I have done a lot of looks with these if you want to scroll through my page and find some. But again, 15% off with the RACHEL'S15 promo code. And then I'm going to move on to one of the limited edition holiday palettes that Bobbi Brown has released this year. This is the Golden Illusion eyeshadow palette, and it is stunning. I mean, we just have these like super shimmery shades. We have these golden shades and these reds. They're just all so beautiful. And I just like to create a very natural looking golden eye look with this. So I'm going to take you through that look. Again, I mentioned I did this in a reel on Instagram, but I just love this look so much. It's such a classic and easy eye look to do. And I always go for easy eye looks because I do not have the skill to do more complex eyeshadow looks. So I'm going to take you through how I do this. So this is the, again, Golden Illusion eyeshadow palette. I'm going to take this shade up here, Golden Light. This is a matte shade, and I have the eye sweep brush here. And I'm going to take this on my lid and just apply it all over. And it's just such a pretty matte brown. Looks even good on its own, especially for fall. I just like to bring it up as high as I can, just because I don't have much real estate here to work with. This eye sweep brush is really, really nice, especially for someone who isn't very experienced with eyeshadow. You know, I can very easily apply these shadows with this brush. And so next, I'm going to go in with some shimmer. So I'm going to take this shade right here. This is Bonfire. It's this very beautiful golden metallic-y shade. I'm just going to take my finger and I'm going to just swipe this all over my lids. And it's just this very pretty copper shimmery color. I'm going to take a Q-tip because I got a little bit down here. And I'm going to kind of take it up to where I also took that golden light shade. Just to have a very bronzy, shimmery effect. Gonna do that other eye now. And I just love Bobbi Brown's palettes. Again, I'm not a huge eyeshadow person, but all of these shades just make sense to me. And they're just so easy to use. So pretty. And the payoff is just so nice. I've used a lot of shimmery eyeshadows and I feel like the payoff isn't very high. So you're kind of just there, you know, rubbing over and over until you get some payoff, but these have immediate payoff, and I just really appreciate that about Bobbi Brown shadows. I use the Intense Serum Foundation. So this is it right here. I use the shade Sand. It is amazing. And if you are kind of tuning into this live a little bit later, I believe Bobbi Brown does save these lives. So you can go ahead and rewatch what you missed at the end of this live. But now I have that shade down, and now I'm going to take my favorite shade, which is this shade down here. This is Gold Bar. It is so pretty. This is just my favorite type of eyeshadow shade. So I'm going to take this on my finger as well. And I just like to start applying it in the middle and look at that color payoff. It is insane. So pretty. I can't get over it. I'm trying to refrain from just putting it all over my lid because I don't want to fully cover up the other shades I did. But I mean, this shade itself is just so pretty. And gold, I mean, you can't go wrong with gold. I think gold is just a classic color, especially for the holidays. So pretty. And they just all blend together so, so nicely. And the payoff is just so beautiful. And I just love how the gold kind of blends into the copper. So pretty. And so I'm actually going to take, this is the smoky eyeliner brush. I actually like to use this for the corners of my eyes here. I like to add a little bit of shimmer there too. So I'm going to take this same shade, Gold Bar, with the smoky liner brush and just go in and apply even more shimmer here just to kind of make the corners of my eyelids pop. And I think that is it for the eyeshadow. I'm going to add just a bit more Gold Bar because I am obsessed with this shade. I just think it's so pretty. I mean, look at that. Look at that color payoff. Okay, I think I'll stop here before I just spend the entire live just putting Gold Bar in the center of my lids. But so if you missed it, this was the Golden Illusion eyeshadow palette. This is one of Bobbi Brown's holiday palettes this year, so I believe it is limited edition. You may only be able to get it this year. So if you are interested, it is you can get it for 15% off with that Rachel Live 15 promo code that is in the description box. Again, this is the Golden Illusion palette. Just the most beautiful golden shimmery shades, these fun reds in here, just the perfect holiday palette. And so now that I have the eyeshadow down, I'm going to go in with the Smoky Eye Mascara. And I'm just going to apply this. And I love this mascara. It's just very dramatic, but also very natural at the same time. And it just makes such a difference. I am a big mascara junkie, so I always have to use mascara. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this. And I absolutely just love this mascara because it's not clumpy at all. Like a lot of times you use mascara and you just get clumps everywhere and you kind of have to work them out with the wand. But this one, I never experienced that. Just like my lashes to look very, very natural, but still noticeable. So I'm going to put a little bit down here too on my lower lash line. And then I always make a mess when I apply mascara. So I'm going to take a Q-tip and just do some quick touch-ups. Does anyone not make a mess when they put on mascara? Because I like to learn how. But now I've got the mascara down. Again, you can just kind of tell here, really lengthens and volumizes my lashes in a very natural, beautiful way. And so now that I've got that down, I am pretty much almost done with this look, but we have to move on to lips, of course, because I mean, a look, especially a holiday look, is not complete without lipstick, right? I used to be very afraid of lipstick, especially red shades. I always thought they just didn't suit me and I wouldn't wear them, but now I cannot get enough of them and I'm so excited to show you my favorite shade. And if you've been following me, you already know what shade this is because I can't stop talking about it. But first, I'm going to use the extra lip tint in Bare Nude to just kind of hydrate my lips a little bit. These are so, so moisturizing. So I'm just going to dab it on just a little bit I don't want to apply too much because sometimes my lipstick just tends to slip off if my lips are too hydrated. But these are so nice, and I just wear these on their own as well. They give such a nice tint to the lips, and there's so many shades, and I just love Bare Nude as a nice everyday shade. I throw this in my bag all the time. Okay, and so that was the extra lip tint in Bare Nude. And now I'm going to move on to a new launch from Bobbi Brown this year. This is the Luxe Defining lipstick, and I love it so much. And so when you open it, this is how it looks. So it's not your traditional lipstick bullet. It has this fine tapered edge, which I really, really love because I like to just start lining my lips with the lipstick first, and then I fill it in with the flatter side. So again, this is the shade Terracotta. It is a brick red, and I just love a red shade, but especially for fall, I love a more brick terracotta red. And even I did this for like my Christmas look or holiday look that I was doing for Bobbi Brown on my Instagram, and I just can't get enough of it. I think it's the perfect brick red. I think it's perfect for Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, all of your holidays. So I'm just going to go ahead and start applying this. So I am going to first start off by lining my lips with it, which is, again, something I really appreciate because most traditional lipstick bullets, I just have a very hard time staying within the lines and just filling in my lips correctly. And it always takes lots of Q-tips and micellar water to get it right. But I'm just going to go ahead and start lining my lips with this. Again, you should see like it's so perfectly, perfectly thin, like a lip liner. It's like a lip liner and a lipstick in one, which is incredible. And now that I've got it pretty much lined, I'm going to just take the flatter side and just start filling it in. I mean, this was the easiest lipstick application ever. I do like to do some fine tuning over here on the sides, especially because I feel like I have a kind of wonky lip shape, which is, again, why I appreciate this. So it's just so easy to fill in my lips. Again, this is the shade Terracotta. It is the perfect, perfect red for me. I just love it so much. And again, the fine tapered edge just makes it so easy to apply and just fill in all of the little nooks and crannies in my lips that I kind of missed. And I believe that is it for my holiday ready glow look. So in case you kind of jumped in a little bit later, you should be able to go back and look at this live and watch it all the way through. But just to give you a little rundown, I prepped my skin with the Bobbi Brown Extra Repair Moisture Cream Intense and the Extra Repair Eye Cream Intense. These were both just very moisturizing for my skin. They act as a really great like moisturizing primers. So your skin is just going to feel very nourished. It's going to feel hydrated all day, and your makeup is going to look fresh and stay put all day, especially in winter when it's just so dry and our skin needs all the moisture it can get. And then I followed up with the Bobbi Brown Intensive Serum Foundation. I wore the shade Sand. It is so beautiful. If you've tried the Skin Weightless Foundation, I said it's like that, but they made it even more weightless, which is insane, right? So it's just like combining skincare and a foundation in one. It has so many great skincare benefits. It just makes your skin look so glowy. And if you missed me applying this, I have so much redness in my cheeks, and it does such a good job at just covering up that redness, covering up discoloration, but without fully covering my skin. I have freckles, and you can still see my freckles, which is what I want. I don't want my foundation to cover up my freckles, but I want it to cover up my redness and everything else and just even out my skin tone, right? So after the Intensive Serum Foundation, I moved on to the corrector, which is for the under eyes. Again, if this is something you don't already use, let me convince you, because look at how messy mine is. I use it every single day. So it's going to help cancel out the discoloration in your dark circles. And then I like to apply the Instant Full Cover Concealer on top. I use the shade Ivory, and I use this kind of just to spot conceal. I had a breakout down here that I was able to spot conceal with this concealer, and then also just to help brighten up my under eyes. And then from there, I moved on to, where did I move on to? I moved on to my eyes, I moved on to blush, sorry. And then this was the Shimmer Blush in Coral. This is what I'm wearing on my cheeks here. So pretty. And even though it is a shimmery shade, you can tell it's not glittery. It just looks very, very natural. It looks so pretty on the skin. And then I moved on to the highlighting powder in Moon Glow. This is just such a beautiful golden highlighting powder. You can see how it really highlighted my nose here and just my cheekbones right above my lips. It is such a beautiful powder. And then from here is where I moved on to my eyes. I primed my eyelids with the Bobbi Brown Long Wear Cream Shadow Stick. Again, these are really great on their own. They have several matte shades, and it's just really great to prime your eyelids with. I have very oily lids, and this is the perfect eyeshadow primer for me. It's going to make my eyeshadow stay all day, and it's not going to crease at all, which is very important for me. So after I used the Longwear Cream Shadow Stick, I went in with the Bobbi Brown Golden Illusion eyeshadow palette. Such a beautiful palette. It's limited edition, one of their holiday palettes this year. So again, you can find this on their website, and it just has the prettiest neutral shades, the prettiest red shades. There's some mattes in here, and there's some shimmers. I use the shades Golden Light up here, and then I use the shade Bonfire, and then I use the shade Gold Bar. And you can just tell how beautiful and golden this eye look is, and the payoff from the shimmer shadows is so beautiful. And again, I have very oily lids. Usually when I apply eyeshadow, my eyeshadow creases by here, but you can see my eyelids are just flawless. They did not crease. The eyeshadow didn't break up at all. And again, the payoff is just stunning from these eyeshadows. So again, this was limited edition. I believe you can only get it this year. And then from here, I moved on to my lips to I actually used the Smoky Eye Mascara to just add some volume and some length to my eyelashes, just make them a little bit more dramatic and noticeable. And then from here, I moved on to my lips. So I prepped my lips with the Bobbi Brown Extra Lip Tint in Bare Nude. This is such a nice shade. I saw someone say they have Bare Raspberry. I love that shade. I love all the shades. They're just all so nice. The perfect everyday lip balm to just throw in your bag when you don't want to wear a full lipstick, but you want some color on your lips. And then from there, I finished off the look with the Bobbi Brown Luxe Defining Lipstick in Terracotta. This is just the most beautiful brick red. And again, it's perfect for fall. It's perfect for winter. It's perfect for all year, really. And they have so many shades of this lipstick. They have a a cool red. They have a peach. They have so many shades, but terracotta just really speaks to me. This is a very me shade. So again, just so good. So this was my classic holiday look with the Bobbi Brown products I used. If you guys have any last minute questions, I would love to answer them in the chat. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Do you guys think you would do this type of look for the holidays? You know, like a golden eye, a red lips, glowing skin? All right. If there's no questions, again, you can hop on to the, I believe Bobbi Brown will save this video. You can leave comments. You can always reach out to me on Instagram. Again, my handle is at Skincare Standard. If you have any questions about this look or anything at all, any of the products I use, feel free to reach out to me. But again, if there was anything in this live that caught your attention, you want to add to your makeup bag, I believe the promo code from Bobbi Brown is going to, I don't know how long it's good for, but it is Rachel Live 15. It should be in the description box. And thank you guys again for tuning in. I hope you really enjoyed this look. And if you, again, have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. But again, thank you guys so much. This was so fun. I'm so excited for the holidays, especially with Bobbi Brown. I'm definitely wearing this look all year long, and this lipstick. You guys already know I'm obsessed with this lipstick. But all right, thank you guys so much again. The extra moisturizing cream, it's the kind of same formula, but it's been updated. So it's actually a lot more hydrating, and it's packed with a lot more peptides. So it's going to, help really hydrate your skin and soothe those fine lines a lot better than the original formula. I never got to try the original formula. I'm sure it was amazing, but this one is just so, so good. It just feels like a very, very nice cream, and it just did such a great job at prepping my skin before I moved on to my foundation and the rest of my makeup. All right, and I think I'll wrap it up here and finally get off and let you guys go. But again, thank you guys so much. And again, find me over on Instagram at Skincare Standard if you have any questions. All right, thank you. Bye.